Okay, so we're gonna start sitting. So go ahead and just come to a comfortable seat. We're gonna crisscross the legs. And I don't care which one you start with, but just try to slide the shins in front of each other. So instead of having the ankles back and tucked under, you can have that shin kind of right in front of the other one. Now you're gonna bring your hands out in front. If it's too much, you can go behind you. But I want you to try to pour your pelvic bowl forward. So it feels like you're really trying to get your belly button over those shins as you walk your hands out. And then once you feel like you've gotten as far forward as you can go, then you can start to round. We're just going to take a couple deep breaths here. Good, now walk your hands just over to the left side and keep walking your right hand out and sit back on that right sit bone. So your hands are to the left, but you're leaning your body back into that right hip. Take another big breath here. Then walk your hands all the way over to the right. Keep walking that left hand out. And again, sit back towards your left hip. So hands are to the right, leaning back to the left. Good, come back in the center. And now we're just gonna side bend. So you can take that left hand onto the floor and take your right arm up and over, trying to stay upright over your ribs here. Take a deep breath. Next inhale, come up and go to the right. Right hand down, exhaling, left arm over the ear. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale up, good. Go and switch the legs. So now the other one's gonna come in front. Again, kind of slide the shins in front of each other. So I'm just kind of walking the feet in front of my knees, but I'm trying not to tuck them back towards my hips. So they try to stay parallel to the long side of my mat here. And then I'm gonna walk myself forward. Take just one or two more breaths here. Good, walk your hands over to the right. Keep walking that left hand out. Take a deep breath as you sit back towards your left hip. Walk your hands all the way over to the left side. Right hand kind of creeps out a little bit. Sink your weight back towards your right sit bone. Then walk back through center, come on up, and we'll do our side bends one more time. So right hand can come down, left arm over the ear. Really rotate that left rib cage back and the right rib cage forward here. Take one more inhale. Exhale. And then we're gonna inhale up and over to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over the ear. Big exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way back up. Good job. Just uncross your legs. Take them out in front. And we're gonna just have them at this kind of longer bent shape. So you don't have to have them all the way straight or all the way in. So grab your ball. We're gonna take our exercise ball and we're gonna place it in the low back. So again, I've got this 3/4 length bend for my legs. I'm gonna tuck my tail and roll back to the waistband and my pants gets nice and heavy on the ball. And I'm gonna drive my heels down and squeeze the thighs together. Now I'm gonna push my waistband back, my belly button is pushing back into my spine. We're gonna grab our hand weights. Sorry. So grab those hands, there we go. Okay, so squish that ball with your low back, and then with the arms, we're just gonna send them straight out in front. You're gonna do this little push back into the ball. So I wanna think of tucking the tail underneath you. I'm just holding my arms here for now. And I'm tucking that tail like I'm pulling an imaginary tail through my legs. And I want to feel like I'm flattening out the ball with the waistband. So my upper body still feels like it's reaching forward towards my hands. And now we do this just like a little lift and lower of the arms. Right? So just a little pulse up and down of the arms as we flatten out the ball. Let's go for 10. You should feel your belly driving back. 9. Trying to narrow the waistline. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Just the arms are going to go out to a T, back in. Out wide and in. You've got that pressure in the ball, so it should feel like you're dropping those bottom ribs towards your hips. Keep that belly drawing back. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those arms out wide to a T. Little circles, just holding that belly, pulling it back through your spine, and feeling like you're compressing the ball. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knuckles together to make this circle in the arms, and we're going to just keep the ball flat as we rotate side to side. So if you need to come up, readjust, go for it, but then just come right back down and try to flatten that ball out with your low back. So there's this C curve to the spine right now, right? My back isn't flat. It feels like my tailbone's trying to tuck underneath me. Let's go 5. Try to keep your knees together. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, all the way to the left side. So holding here to the left. We're going to press back and back. Little pulses, pressing back. Just holding those arms. They can do little lifts and lowers. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold yourself here in the twist and the press back. Extend the arms out to a V. Bring the knuckles back together. Take them out to a V, back together. So the V can be a little wide. I'm going to challenge those obliques. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knuckles back together, little twist, little twist. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back through center. Again, if you need to come up, readjust, get the ball back into place, tuck the tail and roll back. And here we go over to the right. So now we're going to go to the right side, and we're doing our little pulses. So you're turned to the right, but you're tucking and deepening that C curve every time. I want you to think of, instead of leaning your shoulders back, can you round your low back more? Little pulses of the arms. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Here's that extend of the arms. Bend them together. Make the wide V and back in. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those knuckles together. Just twist it out. Last little twist. Twist. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Just go ahead and place your hand weights down. You're going to go back into that rolling back. So tucking the tail, coming all the way back, hands to the ears. We're going to pick up the left leg, tap it to the right elbow, and then send it out across the room. So keep the leg up. Turn and twist, and center. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this twist, hold it over to the left, just keep the twist, and set it down. Other side, right leg comes up, turn to tap the left elbow to the right knee, and then straighten it out when you come to center. Turn and tap, and center. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold this twist, hold it, get that elbow to the knee, and bring it back down. All right, one more set here. We're gonna take that tail, push it through the legs, right? Tail down towards the heels. Inhale, arms are gonna come up, left leg's gonna come up and extend out, and then you're gonna pull it in as you reach for the feet with your hands. Inhale, arms to the ears, legs go out, pull it in, reach for the heel. Let's go, 8. I'm gonna pull your belly away from your thigh as you bring it in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it. Right leg comes up, arms to the ears, extend the leg out, pull it in. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Go ahead and take that ball, place it in between your thighs, roll all the way down onto your back. A little bit of bridging here. So tail's gonna tuck underneath you as you roll yourself up onto your shoulders. Take your time, rolling all the way to the top, and then we're gonna roll all the way back down. I want you to really try to round your back. So tilt your tail, take each vertebrae up one at a time, and then roll down, lay each one back down. Good, let's go for 7. Here's 6. Squeeze the ball. 5. Here's 4. 3. 2. Last one, hold it up. Good, now from here, squeeze the ball. We're just gonna rise up onto the toes and then lower your heels. So a little calf raise here. Heels lift and lower. Lift and lower. Can you keep your hips pretty steady here so that just your heels and thighs are lifting and lowering? Zip your belly in, squeeze around your spine. Let's go, 8. Keep squeezing a little bit here at that glute. 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze the ball. 3, 2, 1, hold the heels up, just squeeze the ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, pull the pubic bone towards your belly button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower your heels, inhale, take your arms overhead, keep them reaching back, rest the spine down one vertebrae at a time. Good job, bring the knees into the chest. Take your legs into tabletop, flex your feet, keep your back nice and flat. We're just gonna tap the heels as far out as you can and then pull them back in. 10, tap the heels, pull them in. 9. Try not to change your spine. See if you can keep your spine in one position as you lower and lift those heels. 8, 7, 6. I want you to feel your front hip bones drawing together. 5. Like you're putting on tight pants. 4, 3, squeeze the ball. 2, 1. Good job. Bring that ball out. Go ahead and set it off to the side. We're just going to roll on our spine a couple times. So grab the back of your thighs, roll yourself all the way up, and all the way back. Let's get 2 more. 2, 1. Good job. Just roll over those knees. You come on your hands and knees. Let's get a couple cat and cow postures here. Just gonna round your spine, press into the floor, and then lift the tail, lift the chest. 2 more like that. Round. Inhale, lengthen. 1 more. And lengthen. Good. Now, no weights here. We're just gonna take that left leg back, right arm forward. Watch this left arm, okay? Don't let it creep up into your ear or your cheek. Try to keep it hugging down so that you feel some work here in that area around the bra line. And then pick up that left leg from the inner thigh and the glute, okay? So I want you to really think about keeping those toes pointed to the floor. And then again, pull the ribs up away from the ground. All right, now from here, we're just gonna hold. I want you to just feel this reaching and lengthening that's happening throughout the core. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull the knee and elbow to tap. Try not to shift your weight forward or back. And then reach it back out. Tap and touch, and then extend back out. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this little tap here. Keep tapping elbow to knee. Hug your belly away from your thigh. Drag it in. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right forearm comes down on the floor. That left hand is your little kickstand. And now from here, we're just gonna take that left knee and lift it like you're a dog peeing on the fire hydrant, right? Down and up. Let's go. 10, 9. Keep hugging yourself into center, so try not to lean to the right. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're making a circle. Take that knee back, bring it down, pick it up. Reach it back, down, and up. So I'm keeping the shape of the leg, and I'm just trying to make a nice, big circular motion with the leg. So it rotates in the hip joint at the top. Let's go. 7, 6, keep zipping that belly in. 5, 4, try to lean some weight into the left hand. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna go the other way with those circles. Take it up, back, open, pull it forward. Up and back, open, pull forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take that left leg, take it all the way back behind you at a diagonal. So I want you to feel like you're pointing your toes towards that left corner of your back end of your mat. Now from here, you're going to tap the floor, pick that leg up. So I've got the toes pointing out away from me now, and I'm lifting from that outer hip and glute. So your hips are going to be slightly turned open. And think of the leg turned out to the side. Let's go for 7, 6, try to get a nice straight leg. 5, feel like the muscles are hugging the bones. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it up, flex the foot, little pulse. 10, 9, it's kind of out of the diagonal, I can see those toes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're going to tap the toes to the floor, then rainbow them forward like you're going to tap right outside of your left wrist. Tap it back to the corner, tap it forward towards the wrist. Good. Here's 9, 8, 7, pick that leg up, try to make that rainbow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Turn the hips to the floor. Flex that left foot. Come down on both forearms. Here's our little pulses up at the glute. Little squeeze up, 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 up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Straighten the leg. Bend. Don't let that upper thigh fall to the floor. Keep it lifting. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that bend in the knee. Tap the floor. Pick it back up. Bring it down and up. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Bring that left knee down. Come back up onto your hands. Just wag your hips back and forth. So if that right hip got real tired, then you were probably doing it right, keeping that right hip hugged in. All right, other side. So slide those right toes to the back of the mat. Left arm's gonna reach forward. Pull the belly away from the floor. Lift the right leg. Just holding here. Finding all that length, pressing into the right hand. Reaching the heel and the toes away from each other. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go for the tap. Knee to the elbow, squeeze it in, reach it back out. Squeeze it in, tap, and reach. Try not to shift forward and back. Stay centered. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it all in. Bring that knee and elbow to tap. Little taps, little taps. Squeezing everything in. Lift your belly away from your thigh as you tap your elbow. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down on that left forearm. And now we're just taking that right knee up and out and down. So now I've got my right hand as a little kickstand. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's our circle. Take that knee back, down, open it to the side. Shift it back, rotate it down, comes in. Right? So you're making a leg bone circle here in the hip joint. See if you can find some fluid movement here. Let's go for 6, 5, making that nice big circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're reversing it. Back up, turn it wide, bring it forward and down. Take it up, turn it wide, bring it forward and down. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that leg straight out towards that right corner of your mat in the back, right? So it's a little bit out to the side of your body. You're gonna tap the floor, pick it up. So if you looked at your leg, your toes would be turned to the right, your hips are slightly open, and we're moving from the outer glute and hip here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Here's your little lifts. And then we're going to do our rainbow. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tap the floor, tap towards the wrist. Tap it back towards the back corner, forward towards the wrist. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your leg towards the floor, square the hips up, both forearms down the ground, bend the knee, little squeezes of that right cheek as you take that heel up to the ceiling. Now again, the hips are closed towards the floor. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that right thigh up. Kick that right leg straight and bend. Straight and bend. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, bend that right knee, tap the floor, push it up to the sky. Tap, press it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys. Come on up on your hands. Again, just wiggle the hips back and forth a little bit. Now, if you need more padding for your knees, go ahead and fold up your mat or grab another mat to lay on top. And we're just going to come up onto the shins. You can have your legs a little bit apart so your toes can come together. But we're just going to hinge forward here and bring those elbows up and back. And then you're just going to straighten those arms and bend them. Straighten and bend. So we've got our hand weights. Try to lift the heads of the shoulders away from the floor as we straighten and bend the arms. Good. Maybe you can just hover your hips back over your heels to turn on the legs. Deep hinge at the hip. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold those straight arms up, little squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take those arms in front of you. Just hold the elbows by your side. You're going to come all the way back upright and step your right foot forward. Tuck your back toes under. So now I've got this kind of 90-degree bend at both the hips. Hip and the knee. I'm going to press down in the feet just to hover into this lunge. So my lunge is pretty short. I've got my imaginary tail pulled through my legs, and I'm just going to punch my hands forward and pull them back in. Punch and pull. Once you get your arms moving, we're going to start pulsing the legs. Knee goes down. Knee goes down. You don't have to touch. Just think of that pulse. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low. Palms face the ceiling. We're going to swing that right arm all the way back as you turn to the right and back forward. Reach it back and forward. Here we go for 8, 7, stay low, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold those arms wide, little pulses of the arms as you're twisted to the right. Now little pulses of the legs, pulse, pulse. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Place both hands down towards the floor as you hinge forward on that right leg. Left leg straight, and we're just going to open to the T. Wide with the arms and down. Wide and down. Here's 10, 9, straighten that back leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. Place both hand weights down on either side of the mat. Step yourself back to plank. Holding here, looking forward. Step the knees down. Tricep push-ups. Here's our chaturanga push-up. All the way down and up. There's 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way to the belly. Lift the legs, reach the hands back. Little out, squeeze it in. Out, in. Just going a little wider than your mat with your arms and legs. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the legs out, bring the hands forward into that cactus arm. You're gonna reach them forward towards the front of the mat, and then you're gonna pull the elbows back and squeeze the legs together. Reach it out, make a X, pull it in, squeeze it in. Arms reach, legs open, pull back, they close. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Take yourself back, child's pose, round the back. Take a breath. Good. Come right back up. Back on those shins. So knees, maybe just a couple of distance apart, toes together, grab your hand weights. We're gonna sit ourselves back, hinging forward, elbows up, tricep kickback. So starting right back where we were, do the other side. Keep those elbows lifted, squeeze the arms straight. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, little pulse, up, up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands in front. Slide that left foot forward. So again, I've got all 10 toes going forward now. Tuck the back foot. Press yourself up to this hover. So we're in this lunge that's pretty short, right? I've got my right shin parallel to the ground. Palms are gonna face up this time. And we're just gonna punch forward, pull it in. Punch forward and in. Now when you're ready with the arms, you can start pulsing the legs, taking that right knee down as you punch those hands forward. All right, here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold yourself low. Palms face the ceiling. Left arm is going to swing back and forward. Back and forward. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it open. Little pulses of the arms. Little pulses. Now when you're ready, pulse the knee. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn forward, hands towards the floor. Straighten out that back leg. Get like a long straight line from your heel to the head. Arms go wide. 10, 9. Pick it up from the back of the shoulder. 8, 7, 6, 5. Bend that left knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put those weights down. Hands on either side. Slide that left foot back. Plank. Look forward. Lower the knees. Take your hands nice and wide for your push-ups. So if you want to stay on your toes, you always can. Going up and down. But I'd rather you get 10 really good ones on your knees, keeping perfect form, then get up on the toes and sagging in your low back. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the floor. Here's where we're going to take the toes to the ground, hands up by your shoulders, and we're going to reach opposite arm across the body to the other side, center, reach it over the other side. So we're going to alternate sides. I'm bringing my right hand over the left hand over to the right. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Just rest that right arm down on the ground. Roll over onto your right side and we'll stretch the chest. So take that right arm out at a diagonal. Let your right ear rest on the ground. Good. Go back through center. Left side, left arm comes out that diagonal. Roll yourself onto your left side. Come back through center. Press yourself back to your knees in a child's pose. Okay, we're going to go into down dog. And we're going to do it for the stretch of the back of the legs. So tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and then just pedal your feet. Dropping one heel, stretching it out. Switching sides. Okay, I want to get us at least one pigeon pose here. So we're going to take that right leg up and back. You're going to bring that right knee just behind your right wrist, and then your foot's going to come over to the left side of your mat. Now I'm going to wiggle my left toes as far back as I can so that I can rest my left knee down, and I shouldn't feel like there's any pressure in my right front knee. This right foot can come back towards your hip as much as you need to, because I want you to feel it in the outer right hip. So now I'm going to push into my left toes and just turn both hips to face the floor, right? So both my hip bones are turning up towards the floor. And now if it feels good, you come on your forearm. So both hips are turned to the ground. You can untuck the back toes if you want. Chest is going to reach forward. But I'm trying to feel this stretch all in that right hip. No pain in the knee. Now, if this feels good, you can stay here. If you want to bend your left knee, you can always grab for that left foot to stretch the left quad at the same time. Good. Release the back foot if you have it. Press yourself up onto your hands. Tuck those back toes. Lift your hips up, and then just slide that right foot back to down dog. Pedal the feet. Let's do the left side. Up and back on the left. Bring that left knee just behind that left wrist. And again, the left foot can go as far back or forward as feels comfortable for your hip. So the more forward the foot comes, the more intense the hip stretch gets. Just make sure you're not feeling it at all in the left knee. So I tuck my back toes and just kind of walk myself back so all my weight is in my pelvis and not driving forward into my left knee. And then you can come on your forearms, and just remember that right hip is trying to turn towards the floor. So I'm trying to take my right hip and rotate it down. And just take a few breaths here into that left side. If you want to bend the right knee and reach back for that right foot, you can. But don't let it compromise the hip stretch. So this is just a good thing to add on if you already have the range of motion and the flexibility to grab for the foot. Otherwise, just stay in pigeon and stretch the hip. Release the back foot if you had it. Come back up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes under and lift your hips up. Press down into your hands and your foot to take it back to downward facing dog. Just pedal the feet. Good. Go ahead and walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Just walking yourself all the way back. Good. Feet should be about hip-width distance apart. Bend your knees a little bit and just let your hands rest in your elbows. And see if you can just hang here. Can you let the weight of your head and shoulders kind of create some traction in the spine? Take a big inhale. Exhale, let go. One more big inhale, exhale. Good. Bend your knees a little more if they're not already bent. And just cross your left ankle in front of your right. So nice big bend for your left knee. So left leg is in front. Try to line up the toes. And then we're just gonna walk your hands over to the left. Keep bending the front knee and straightening the right. So right leg is straight, left knee is bent, and our upper body is walked over towards the left. Big breath. Okay, walk it in. Switch the feet. So now that right ankle crosses in front of the left. Bend your right knee nice and deep, straighten that left leg, and then walk your hands over to the right. Good, get a couple of deep breaths there. Good, last one. Uncross the legs so that you're back to hips width distance. Soften the knees. Let's just roll all the way up to standing. Let your head be last. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees and let your belly fall on your thighs and let your arms just try to come up over the head towards the front of your mat. They don't have to straighten, they can stay bent. Just try to get those arms away from your hips. One more big breath. Release your arms. Slow roll all the way up. Couple of little shoulder rolls. You guys are done. Good work.